So I was author of a financial newsletter informing people about, and also looking for answers myself about how to keep your purchasing power in times of crisis. That was always my goal, because I think we will have big problems in the economy going forward in Europe. And I was reading a lot back in history, but also I wanted to explore how people act, how entrepreneurs act and how savers act in economies that have experienced a lot of crises recently. So that's why I lived in Latin America for 8 months recently, and I was looking for solutions, and one of the solutions that I found was Bitcoin. I heard about Bitcoin for the first time here in Buenos Aires. Yes, I think so, because with Bitcoin you can be your own banker. So you don't need any third party, you don't need to trust anybody else. You can store your wealth. You are always free to move your wealth anywhere in the world with one click of the mouse. It is the ultimate offshore bank account, but it also allows you to spend your money wherever you want in the world, and I think this is part of the reason why we've seen the value go up so much, because people are realizing the potential. To give an idea, with Bitcoin you can send $100 million worth of capital to another continent with one click of the mouse. It doesn't matter if you live in Argentina, if you live in Ethiopia, if you live in Belgium, where I'm from, you can send it anywhere instantaneously and nobody can stop you. Bitcoin is more and more regulated in different countries, but there are no laws prohibiting you to send Bitcoin to whoever you want. So it's basically cash on the internet. You are instantaneously free to interact with everybody you want directly. There is no papers to sign, there is no waiting time. You just, if you have a friend and you trust each other, you can do the transaction. Bitcoin is now in a phase like the internet was maybe in 1993 or 1994. So that means the technology is pretty much there, but it is quite complicated still from the perspective of the regular person. So the challenge is to make applications that make it very easy to use. So you know, I can send coins to my grandmother, she can send it to somebody else very easily. In the same way with cell phones, for example, in the beginning they were big and difficult to understand. Eventually everybody got one. So I think that's the biggest challenge. I went to quite a number of conferences already. I went to 2 conferences all about Bitcoin, 2 in London, 1 in New York, the other one in Atlanta. Also Amsterdam. And it's interesting because every conference is a different vibe, a different also type of people. People dress differently. They have different goals of why they're coming, but the excitement here is very, very real. And you can see that people are touched by it. They're really so very excited about how much freedom this is going to bring them. And I feel that they know it on a more deep level than a lot of people in different countries, what this really means for the future. I think the challenges here are very, very big for the individual, and in a way it's like, it is in the place where the night is darkest that you see the light from the lighthouse shine the brightest. And that's what Bitcoin is the light from the lighthouse. And in Europe there is already a little bit of light, so it's difficult to see why this is so important. But here immediately you can see instant freedom. Like, I work with a graphic designer here in Buenos Aires. It doesn't matter where I am in the world, I can always pay him instantly. And it makes it so easy for him to sell his services worldwide, for example. And it makes it so easy for me to interact with him no matter where he lives.